Good morning, y'all. So, pretty exciting day today. Today we're heading up Shelburne Moriah, and it is my last 52 of the view hike. Well, to complete the list, I will go back and videotape the ones that I've hiked, but I haven't videotaped because that's what I just want to do. I want to videotape all the 52 of the view. Anyway, we started off, the parking lot's right over there, Rattle River Trail, and it's a long day. It's 11 miles round trip. So we're gonna get this day started, and we got an early start, so hopefully we can get this all in and have some time up the top and take it all in. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. So if you keep on hiking in the Rattle River Trail, less than probably between a mile and 2 miles, you come across the Rattle River Shelter. And it's a nice shelter. It's pretty common for all the shelters that are in on the AT. And then there's a few campsites over here. It says Privy is that way and tent sites are that way. So because it's so close to the trail, I'm not sure how many people actually stay here. Most people do the Carters and Moriah and whatnot and come down and head to Route 2 and either go into Gorham to stay the night or go to the Rattle River Hostel. I'm assuming that they come down here to get their water and down to the river. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I would have to guess that that's where they would grab their water when they stay here. So the trail so far has been really nice. You follow the Rattle River. Every now and then you get a nice look. I don't know if you can see that. I can see that. Sometimes the camera doesn't do such a good job. Looks like a nice pool to stick your feet into or cool off when you come off this mountain. But so far so good. So obviously we're on the Appalachian Trail, and I don't know if any of you do it, but every year I pick a thru hiker on the Appalachian Trail to follow. I just find it pretty neat living through their experience or seeing their experience. My goal one day is to, obviously when I'm retired, is to hike the Appalachian Trail. You know, hopefully my health will be enough to be able to accomplish that feat. But this year I'm also following a woman on the PCT. So I got a couple on the Appalachian Trail and a woman on the PCT. So it's been fun following them. So I didn't know if you guys had done that as well. We got a nice little cascade coming up here. Let me take you out there. Hopefully they don't trip. Maybe it's a better view from over here, which I think it is. Yes. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Wow, that's nice. And look at that pool. Crystal clear right down to the bottom. All right. I think I'll get something to drink here and I'll continue on. Talk to you soon. So we're about an hour and a half into the trail, a little over an hour and a half. And we're a little bit more than halfway. The incline of the trail has definitely increased, but not terrible. They say this does get rugged at some point, and I'm not sure what that actually means, but it hasn't yet. So we're gonna keep pressing on. So one thing I noticed again is similar to last week is there are a lot of toads on the trail. Now, if they're green, I call them a frog. If they're brown, I call them a toad. So everything I've seen so far has been brown, so I call it a toad. So toads are out. Hopefully they're eating all those black flies and being happy. So anyway, we're gonna push on. Hopefully we can get up to the ridge line and get up this thing. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Although I do have to say that a couple of weeks ago, my daughter and I were driving down the road and we saw this pink frog crossing the street. So we stopped and took a look, and I've never seen a pink frog before. So maybe it's called the toad, maybe it's called the frog. But anyway, the old Appalachian Trail symbol on a rock on the trail. It's nice, nice, cool. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna keep pressing on and we'll get to the top and celebrate. Okay, talk to you soon. Yeah, so the trail has definitely gotten steeper and steeper, but we're gonna plug along. So what was really cool is I came across 3 section hikers, and they're all doing parts of the Appalachian Trail. And one couple, she just recently turned 60, and he must have been in his 70s. And man, they're out here humping butt and going after it. And man, that totally gives me inspiration to continue hiking for as long and as often as I possibly can. After that, there was another woman. She was solo. She was another section hiker, but yeah. You know, I've never come across a mean or a bad hiker. So you want to meet good people, get into hiking. All right, we're gonna keep on pressing on. I'll talk to you soon. Go ahead and give you a little trail time. Hopefully this works out. It's a good incline here, so if I'm huffing and puffing, I'll remove the audio so you don't hear me dying. Although you might be able to hear the running brook next to us. So that definitely would be better than my heavy breathing. Came from down there, and we're headed up there. Isn't the moss beautiful? Yeah, you can almost lay down in it. It's like, man, look at that stuff. It's so nice and comfy. So the last mile has been pretty demanding. My pace goes down to a crawl. But we seem to have leveled off. And we're almost at the junction of the ridge. And we actually turned left to go to Shelburne Moriah, and the other trail goes right to Mount Moriah and Middle Moriah. So we're gonna keep on plugging on. I'll turn you back on at the intersection. Okay. Come on. So obviously, Appalachian Trail, Shelburne Trail, which is we're going to, goes this way. The Appalachian Trail goes this way. And what we just came up was the Rattle River Trail, and it heads down to Route 2. Okay. Love that AT symbol. All right, we're heading down the Shelburne Trail. So from the intersection of the Rattle River trail, this trail is just really muddy and not well often used. So you can see how grown in it is. Bugs are all around me. It's not the most delightful trail, but hey, not every trail is gonna be a walk in the park. So take what they give you and you just deal with it. But so far so good. We should be getting close. From the junction of the trail of Rattle River It was 1.1 miles to the summit of Shelburne Moriah. And I'm not sure if there's actually a true summit, because I think there's a few different overlook and outlooks, but we'll look for a marker if possible, see what we got. We're gonna keep plugging through this jungle of a trail, and I'll get back to you. All right, bye. So we do come out to a nice open clearing, and you can see, I think that's Moriah, and then it heads that way towards the Imp and the Carters. And I think those are the bald faces right in front of me in Eastman, somewhere down there. And we still got a little ways to go. We're headed up there. All right, let's get going. Lunch is calling. When you come above tree line and you're kind of like in the alpine zone, you come across some pretty cool stuff. It looks like equivalent of a dandelion, but it's a lot smaller, and its petals, or the things that you blow into the air, are a little bit different. And they really have some pretty flowers up here. You got some purple ones, and you got some bright yellowy white ones. So yeah, just a totally different environment up here. So that's where I came from, that flat area, and you can see the ridges. If we look northwest, that's the town of Gorham that we drove through to get here. Well, we came up 16 and we take a right when we hit Route 2, and then we are headed up this way. We'll keep on going and going. All right, hopefully we should be there in a little while. So a little bit further up and a little bit higher, you see two nice overlook, whatever you want to call it. You have great views of the north with Mount Hayes, Mount Success, and then you start going into the Mahoosic Range up that way. If you go back to our west, you can see Mount Washington just over the top of that, and then there's the Northern Presidentials right there. And like I said, that's probably, then you just start talking about going into the Carters. And southbound, those are Bald Faces and Eastman. We still have yet to go up that way. All right, keep on pushing on. And that's, I think it's called Reflection Lake. I don't know if you can see it. All right, talk to you soon. All right, we have made it to the summit of Shelburne Moriah. And unbelievable views. Northern Presidential again, you can see the antennas on top of Mount Washington. Beautiful views all the way around. I'm here all by myself. There's a nice flat rock over there. I'm gonna try to go sit down and have my lunch. And I'll turn you guys on in a little while after I have a little bit of lunch and a little bit of a relaxation. Talk to you soon. All right, that will do it from Shelburne Moriah. There's no one else up here. Ever since I took the trail off of Rattle River, I haven't seen anybody. I saw a few tracks, but I haven't seen anybody. But it's a little windy up here. Nice, beautiful day. It's just spectacular up here. That concludes my 52 with a view list, which I'm really excited for. I wish I could be more excited, but I'm tired. Ooh, that was a tough 5.5 miles or so. I think it's closer to 6 because it's a total of almost 12.2. And the trail that comes from Rattle River to here, it's grown in, it's muddy. There's like these 4 foot, 5 foot, 6 foot sections that are pretty challenging. I mean, you look at them and you're like, oh, there's no holes to grab onto. It's a slick rock, and you kind of got to figure a way to get up through them and around them. So challenging. Anyway, so we're gonna start heading down. and that's about it. I'm not sure what I'll see on the way down, but if I do see stuff, I will definitely turn you on. Well, that's a shame. Walking down the trail, and I was hopping out of the corner of my eye, catch a bird's nest that has eggs in it, but it's basically 1 foot off the ground on a dead tree limb. So either those are really old eggs, or there's a bird that likes to have their nest real close to the ground. And if that's the case, I'm surprised that a predator hasn't come and eaten those eggs. Anyway, we're on our way down the 1.1 mile slog from the summit to the intersection of Rattle River. It's just a long hump. Like I said, it's muddy. You come across a couple little sections that are just odd, that grab your attention, and if you're not paying attention, you could easily have a problem. So we came down the steepest part already of right after the intersection of the Rattle River, and we're on our way down now. So everything's good. I actually might go ahead and stop on the riverside on the way down, further down the stream here, and soak my feet, because that's always really refreshing after a long day. And my feet haven't been used to doing 10 plus miles. So anyways, I'll turn you on when I get there. Talk to you soon. Ah, that feels good. Oh, its toes are tired. Feet hurt, sore. I came back to the same spot, that really pretty cascade, little waterfall. Yeah, it's right there. It's actually really pretty behind me. I'll take you over there when I get my shoes back on. But right now I'm gonna chill with my feet in the water and get back to you. All right, just to finish on that thought. So I was sitting right there with my feet in the water. Cascade waterfall's right there. And then it comes down to this chute. Really, really cool. I don't want to fall in. Whew. So that was refreshing. Mosquitoes are pretty bad, but at least that was refreshing. Probably too cold to go swimming in. And it's really not terribly hot. It's probably, it said it was supposed to get to 81 today. I'm not sure it did up here. And at the top there was a nice breeze, so I probably got a little sunburn because it was very sunny out. Just before I stopped to soak my feet, there was a northbounder, a guy who started the AT down in Georgia. I don't know when he started, but it's June 12th and he's already here. He's making good time. But then again, he could have started in January. You know, some guys like to start really early and take their chances with the winter, with the snow and the ice down south. So who knows? But, oh my God. Did he smell bad? God, he smelled bad. And I guess it kind of grows on you. I mean, I've done overnighters in 2, 3 days and 5 days. And yeah, you get stinky. And he was just pure rotten. Ooh. Oh well, it's what it is. He probably didn't smell himself. But he was like, yeah, he flew by me. He says, yeah, I gotta hurry. I'm gonna get into Gorham to get dinner. I'm thinking to myself, any restaurant that you go into, dude, you're gonna clear it out. But I don't know, maybe he'll check into a hotel, clean up, and then head out. Yeah, one of those tough things on the trail is that you stink. That's it, plain and simple, you stink. Anyway, it's not too far to the shelter and then not too far to the parking lot. So I think, in the best interest of time, I'm just gonna end it here. I appreciate you hanging out with me on my last hike for the 52 with a view. It was a long one and tiring. I want to put it first on my list. It's one of my favorites, but it was a good one. I love being above tree line and seeing all the different mountains in the horizon. It's amazing. So, but that's completed. Like I said, I am going to go back and videotape the ones that I haven't videotaped. And that may take a while. Anyways, everyone have a good Sunday. Rest of their good Sunday. And I will talk to you later. Join me on my next adventure. Bye-bye.